Oh, hello. Oh,
Welcome to volume from everything here, especially as I'm wearing headphones, so I can hear it. Too loud, too quiet, somewhere in between. Cool. Well, here we go. Last time I left off, I started putting some of the Warmachine on, so I just did not chance. You can't hear me. Oh no, what's going on? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you still can't hear me. Maybe the music's too loud. Testing. Oh, you know what it was? I know exactly what I did wrong. Major technical difficulties. I was lowering the music. I was increasing the music and not turning up my microphone. So don't mind me as I continue to have a plethora of technical mistakes. There you go. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, let me know how the music audio sounds and everything. Music's still going? What? It should still be going. Well, let me know if it gets too crazy. I mean, most of it's going to be painting, and I'll try to think of anything interesting to say, but for now, we left off on a lot of these guys. Didn't make a lot of progress on them yet, but I am hoping to at least get the batch paint some of them to get me moving a little bit faster. I think I fixed it. Well, AK, let me know if there's any more mistakes. I'm just doing that. On my end, the audio level, I can't see at all. No pressure. Well, thanks, guys. Thank you. Here, hold on a second. I got a playback right here so I can hear it. Yeah, okay. It sounds like I can hear myself, so let me know if there's anything. The mini I meant. Oh, my goodness. No, me. Ugh. One of these days, Alan, I might just have to have your help sometime in the future to just standardize all this so I know that it's in a good spot. But let's try this for now. If it continues, let me know, and we'll get it sorted. But right now, I am cranking my microphone, and then just having the music underlaid. So let me know if there's any other issues. So yeah, I'm going to go back to Coal Black here from AK. And we'll see how this goes. Might could be a little hotter. My goodness. All right. I'm going to do this. If it sounds terrible, just let me know. But we're going to start painting and fix it as we go. Headhunter, how are you doing tonight? Thanks again for coming. Sorry I couldn't do Monday, but it was my mother's birthday, and I didn't feel right trying to take time to stream while I was away from home. All right, good. Cool. I did see that they're coming out with a new Shure mic. SM7B or whatever it is. It has a built-in preamp. Fun thing to imagine, but I don't know if I would want to spend the money on something like that. Maybe not yet. Maybe one day. Thank you. Yeah, she also got a new dog recently who's adorable. If you haven't, noticed from the last time on the stream, I'm a big dog fan. Apologies if you are not, but I love the dogs. Very much so, I love the dogs. Okay, we're going to turn off the painting just a little bit, actually. There we go. Okay, so I do need to have the reference images. There we go. Oh man, that means so much. Thanks for thanks for choosing. Thanks for choosing this. The good news is hey, you'll never get the same live experience, but if you watch a TV show, you can always go back and watch it. But I appreciate you taking the time to stop by. You think the SMB 50 is the opposite of what I want, AK? Oh, I gotta open up another window. Nice. All right, let's actually do some painting. So it's like... Okay, it's the whole thing, so I can just go to town on that. I think I'm lacking a little bit more light. There we go, that's a little better. Oh, no worries on the delay. I think most people are on delay as well. Yeah, so Lazy Sunday, who's in the chat too, he's the one with the other half of this Warmachine starter set. And we're supposed to play our first game of Warmachine this coming Monday. So after the weekend, after our American Thanksgiving. And then I am trying to have these miniatures all done before then. I don't know if I'll have a chance to do a stream. Ugh, we got a sound nerd in the chat, but I appreciate that. Wait, Lazy Sunday, you're streaming? Ah, oh, darn. Okay, I am going to... Oh, you know what? I want to do you solid. I have to run off to a... I have something I'm running off to. Jake, who did the Scaventide video with me and played with me, it's his birthday tonight, and he's at work, and I'm going to finish up the stream and go meet him just as he's finishing up. And... won't get too inebriated, but we are going to a sake bar, so that's sure to be a lot of fun. Oh, yeah, he's going to... So what basically happened is... I think I mentioned last time, but just in case, I am... So the starter set came with two armies. One was Khador, and the other one was... forgetting what they're called. Oh, Signar. And... oh, yeah, I'll spread the word. Oh. I'll spread the word and let them know that... that you said happy birthday. But yeah, like he's building the Khador. I'm building the Khador. He's building the Signar, and we are going to be painting them this week, and then showing them off against each other on the battlefield. And Lazy Sunday, yours looks pretty great. I'm a little nervous about the rules, though. I have not had a chance to read any of them. I got a lot of other work to do and quote unquote studying, but I'll do what I have to do. Even if it means I lose my first game. Oh, now I remember what I was going to say. Lazy Sunday, I'm going to throw on a couple of devices that will stay on while I'm gone to accumulate those watch hours for you. Oh, you know what? I did not see the newest episode trailer yet. I'm waiting until I want to wait till it comes out because I'm very excited about it. But I also, once I know something coming out, I've seen a couple images. I don't want any more tease because I already am hooked and I don't want to ruin anything. I don't want to be waiting for that moment from the trailer or when this happens. I just want to be like enjoy it for what it is. And, you start speculating on, like, what something could mean. Like, I was watching, somebody was analyzing the Armored Core section, and we're talking about the different stories and the rumors of, like, who Keanu Reeves' character could be, if it's Armored Core 6 or if it's a different universe. And I just, like, I just want to enjoy it for what it is, then look it up later. Oh, hey, we have 11 concurrent viewers. That's a big update. Hey there, Shaggy, how's it going there? Look at that, guys. It took me about 3 streams, but I finally got to 10 concurrent viewers. That's I feel like that's a win. Hi, I am Iverson. I really appreciate this. This is great. So Headhunter, a lot of these people I actually know in person are fellow hobbyists with me. But Shaggy, I don't think I've met you yet. Were you on like a last week's stream? I'm so sorry. I'm still like I've been a little bit scattered with the Thanksgiving holiday in America. The last time I painted with the coal black. I was a little hesitant about it, but honestly, like it's working pretty on here. You were on 2 months ago? Did I stream 2 months ago? I don't think I streamed 2 months ago. I was on. Well, again, I'm sorry if I for my poor memory. If we have chatted somewhere before. Yeah, okay, that's black as well. But really quick on this Pro Acryl paint, the black is actually working a little better than I thought last time. I think I just need to be a little more patient with it as I'm painting. Shaggy, where are you tuning in from? A little more water here. Oh, hey, it's Dan Roberts. Oh, hi there, Dan. How's it going? You know, I still gotta invite you over to do some painting at some point. I have a lot of fun projects I'm working on, but just not enough time to focus on one thing or another. But definitely need to do some more in-person social things. What are we looking at? You're right. It does cement the mood, and I think does. You're not wrong about that. I'm just like, I have a friend who may or may not also be in the chat who just refuses to watch any trailers. Like he knows a movie comes out and just does not watch a single trailer because he just wants to be, I think there's merit to just wanting to experience and enjoy it for the first time. But I get it. Though that being said, there are some movie trailers I've seen where they've ruined it. But I think you're right. What I've seen of Secret Trailer, either on purpose or by accident, hasn't been that much of a ruiner. So, AK, to answer what's going on, what I'm doing right now is I'm actually not working on a Warhammer miniature. I am painting a set of miniatures from another game called Warmachine. And Warmachine is from another company, not Games Workshop, and they have a bunch of new miniatures that came out once the company was acquired by Steamforge Games that does a lot of other tabletop D&D stuff as well. And my buddy Cory got an advanced copy of the new two-player starter set, and so he's been basically the music stopped. And basically he's been that's where we go. He got the two-player starter set, and he built the entire set. We opened the box together, looked at the miniatures, split them up, and we're supposed to be playing our first game together on this coming Monday. I don't know any of the rules, though, so he's probably going to stomp me, but, maybe if he's good, nice to beginners, he'll let the beginner win, just keep me coming back, keep me want to play more, Yeah, I think Dan to Dan is awesome. Oh yeah, dude. Whoa, did you see like the episode from last week? Oh my god. That's we're modulating. That was Gucci. I would highly recommend Dan to Dan if you haven't seen it yet. Sam Raimi? Oh, Rami. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm. You know what's funny? You know what the best thing about one of the best things about anime is that because they're international, they will release on the holidays as well. Oh yeah, AK, you need to watch Dan to Dan. It's a fantastic anime based on a fantastic manga. Oh, I didn't realize this, but one of the creator of Dan to Dan was one of the editors for Chainsaw Man. I did lower my mic because it sounded like I could hear myself screeching a lot. When are we doing? I know Gaslands is also on the docket. I also have a card game from a friend who sent me a prototype model of their tabletop war game that uses cards instead of miniatures. So it gives you a little bit easier time just getting started. Not so much of the overhead cost, but master no the all right. The master is all the way up. So I am showing overmodulation on my end for the mic. But let me know how this sounds. Damn it. Okay. Then I'm just going to keep it. It kind of hits the red. We'll just do this. We'll do this for now. All right. Let's see. But yeah, Dan to Dan is freaking awesome. Again, one of the editors from Chainsaw Man went on to do his own thing, and it's just amazing. There's some great videos out there that talk about what happens when somebody who loves and watches movies writes manga, and yeah, you can see you can see how it shines through. Just don't throw a screech. All right, cool. I will. Thank you guys. Thank you for helping me problem solve this. I actually wasn't rushing home today to get this set up, so I should have had it all more figured out, but that's okay. Zero music. Okay. All right. Let me know if the music is too loud now. It's crazy how monitoring it on my end, it looks good. It doesn't show any issues. It's coming through cleanly. Bizarre. But I am using desktop capture audio, so that might be part of the issue. All right, I just turned it up. Let me know if you say no music, if you still hear nothing. Sick. All right, cool. Let's hope that it stays right this time. So the one thing I am nervous about with this painting style, for those who were here last time, is that I did a Zenithal highlight from above with I started basically with a black prime, and then I hit it from above with I started with a black prime, then I hit it from above with a white primer, and then I went over with a red ink, which gave it this nice vibrant color. Man, so you know. The only thing I'm worried about is if I hear... Oh, good to know, AK. The thing is, though, if I do mess up and go over any of the red, I'm going to have to find a color that kind of matches it from somewhere in my paint library. So we'll see. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks, AK. For a second there, I thought I read quiet painting, so I appreciate the encouragement. But, I have enough reds, so I should be able to figure out a solution that will allow me to, fix any mistakes. There's like some weathering too we can eventually do, and that basically means that I can make any mistakes look intentional, and that's okay. The only pressure I have is to make sure I get this done in time for our match on Monday. And right before I started the stream, I saw my number get added to the group chat for the planning. So now I have to manage that. But I'm very excited to play. But I need time to study the rules. Mob Ross quiet painting. One of these days I'll do that joke video. Mob boss would equal that. Oops, I gotta remember to get it in. I have moments to make an impression on anybody who comes onto the stream, so I gotta make sure that when they come on, they can see the miniature. Oh, I have a lot of red. I have like an obnoxious amount of red, but the problem is that the vibrancy of this ink I use, it's very translucent. And so any red I get, it will have different properties in terms of its lightness. Because right now you can see, like, I have like you can actually see it better on this bigger miniature, where you can see that from the top, you can see how red and vibrant it is, and then underneath it, it's a bit more shadowy, and that's like a natural effect you can get with the airbrush. But the problem is, if I go then to go clean it up, you end up getting a little more splotchiness when you try to clean up those edges. So you have to be like, you can see a little bit here. I was fairly neat, but even once you get a little closer, you can see where it wasn't exactly that tight. And so if I want to fine tune those edges, it's going to be tricky because I got to find the right. Smaller banner? You mean the Mob Hammer banner? You think that's it? I'm done. I'm fine to do that. Okay. Point taken. Point taken. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure this out. Yeah, here we go. You don't really need to see. Let's be honest. No one's here for my good looks. Unless that's why you're here, AK. My goodness. Let's try that. Real time. Oh, man. I thought... Okay, so you guys do want to see my pretty face? I can't tell which one it is. Hold on. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Real time editing instead of painting. Let's just do this. Yeah. Give it a nice little balance. This is good, though. This is real-time critiquing. I'm getting my notes from viewers. This is going to allow me to better... You know what? Maybe I could do that. Yeah, let's do that. One way or another. There it is. Okay, great. All right, let's give this a go. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm so sorry, AK. Let me get back to the quality painting. My deepest apologies. How dare I get distracted with that? Also, good audio. I want to make sure that I appease you for the audio as well. I know how important that can be. See, now there's a little... Now this is the thing that's a little annoying. There's just like a little black streak here. Oh, crap. Okay. Yes. It'll be good to get that out. Is that like the first thing that's is that the first thing that's being released? I thought you said you were here for the quality painting, AK. But no, I appreciate that. This is very much a work in progress. My edited content I feel much stronger about, but my live content leaves something to be desired. Although I'm hoping that maybe once we get good at some of these games, and yes, that also includes Warmachine, then I would love to be able to do a live game of that as well. I hope they release it straight up. It'd be nice not to wait for everything. That'd be cool. Give the fans what they want. Then again, anticipation, talking about trailers, just like sometimes like needing to wait for it to come out isn't actually that bad of a thing. Like makes you like wait and savor the taste. I think that I like that every Thursday I can look forward to a brand new episode of Dan to Dan. Yes, of course, AK. I will send you your consultation fee upon the conclusion of this session. So it looks kind of... So that's all... Oh, that's all black? Okay. Yeah, it's tricky. Like, trying to figure out, okay, what's the right section here that is black? What isn't? It's just a little unclear. Like, these straps, are they also going to be black? You know what? I'm going to make them black, and then I'm going to... metal them up. So it looks like this is... Okay, this is all black. I'm going to go switch to my brush. This is not doing what I want it to do. I need new brushes. No. All right, let's try this one. I wish I could tell you something. I don't know. As far as I know, he is the general. He's the general of this army. He carries axes. He's got axes on his back, one of which he's mid-throw. I would say that's what they would call a badass, indeed. But I'm not. I can't tell you anything about him. That's part of what I also have to do. I have to read his lore and kind of get an idea of like what the heck I'm doing. In Warmachine, you know, you have your generals, you have your armies, and then in every army, not only do you have your general, you also have your warjack, which is this big robot guy I showed earlier. And the thing that's kind of nice about it when you compare it to something like 40K is that it's a much smaller skirmish kind of like game, as in, like, you know, you can have as few as 5 miniatures, maybe even less on the tabletop, and the games just move a lot faster, which honestly is my big thing with Warhammer, is that it just 40K specifically takes way too long. You have a lot of phases, the firing of guns, everything. It just takes forever, and it can be very irritating. Yeah, Kill Team is definitely on my radar, and I would love to do a video where a friend of mine is going to be teaching me the rules, who actually plays Kill Team competitively. Like, again, people also say that that's just a more fun game. And also can be just a little less, I think I've heard from other people, like, feels a little less toxic, that community, the Kill Team community. Like, they seem, every Kill Team person I've met has always been absolutely lovely. And I would love to learn some from them. I'm hoping to get involved more. I don't know if I play a tournament, but it'd be fun to dream about that. Getting some more games in. Oh man, I forgot to roll on my end. I forgot, Headhunter. Do you play Kill Team as well? Oh yeah. Well, you know, the some of the newer I mean, like, I got the Van Sar gang, and that's still all plastic. I think that there's still a lot of plastic miniatures, just because they are older. There are some more resin models. I thought some of the Van Sar mechanical suits looked really cool. But again, yeah, I still haven't even painted them. A friend of mine gave me a cool idea for them, though, and that's to oh. I don't know. Well, I guess I'm still alive. Oh, okay, great. I don't know if you ever played Metal Gear Solid, but I thought it'd be really fun to do some sort of color palette where they're like the ninja from Metal Gear Solid 1. You know, white helmets, the orange bodies with the blue accents. I think it looked pretty cool. Oh, hello, Remax Chanifesto. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Always like to see a friendly face. So, this song that's playing right now is something my friend Cody made. And I actually used this song in a student film of mine back when I was going to film school. And this was like the song that played when the main character was having a nightmare. Just fun. You know, it's a shame. My buddy Cody is incredibly talented. And I just feel like I never fully listened to his music as much as I should have. And I've been listening to a lot more now, and I'm just like, man, it's so good. It's so chill. It's got vibe. It's got passion. It's got soul, and it's really great. Listening to it now, and I feel, I had my head up my own butt for a while, but just he makes really good music, and I'm so proud of everything he's done. He also just recently graduated from electrical engineering college. He landed his first job, and he's outside of it, and he's doing good. We're all still kind of figuring things out in life, but he's doing he's doing what he can to figure it out, and I could not be more proud of him. Yeah, you do have to switch back to a smaller brush. Yeah, but some of the tracks on here are his. Some of them are also things I got from my music library. Oh, she. Oh. Oh. Well, I feel like a doofus. Thank you for that correction. Little did I know. Okay, so let's get some of that face in there. Can't hear because dadding. Oh yeah. You go be dad. It's okay, Cory. We will have our time. Man, so that's the only thing. It's the only thing about these heads now is the God. Right on the mouth. Okay, let's see if I can clean this up in time. This is the only thing is once you do it, you gotta like. Alright, we're gonna let's get closer here. All right, cool. You're gonna see less of me because now my head is being blocked. There, let's do this. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna practice some bad posture now. Not at all, AK. Not at all. Ooh, oh man. Well, maybe I want to get the wash on her first because she will need a face wash for my I have a face wash I want to add on her, which gives will fill in all those details real nice on her face. Oop. Oh, damn. Yeah, there's I do like Pro Acrylic. You just got to find that right mix between letting it be runny or it's got to flow, but sometimes the flow just doesn't feel right. Oof, just these pieces. You just getting the lore right. All right, let's see here. Okay. Honestly, I think the wash will really clean a lot of this up too once I get a few more things on there. That's okay. I think a lot of this is metal anyways, but still. I'm gonna try and keep the details all there. It looks like the axes are also black. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's do that. And there's also some metal there. Okay. Okay, that's fine if we get that not quite right, because we'll have to get a few more coats on that. Let's see if I can get this light a little bit stronger. There we go. Let's turn that down. There we go. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing. The problem was working with too dim light, but I think I have it figured out now. Do 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 do. Gaslands. Gaslands. Hey, 13 viewers. That's kind of cool. Welcome to the chat, guys. Feel free to say hi. Everyone here is friendly. Or you just hang out for the tunes and chill for the painting, you know? Follow your heart. I cannot quite speak to the difference in lore between Warmachine and Gaslands and Warhammer. You know, I thought about whether I should do a ridiculous video where it's just bedtime stories with Mob, where I just put like a fireplace on in the background of my TV, and then I just read through the lores of books using my podcast mic, giving a nice, relaxing, chill sound as you slowly drift off to sleep. That's the good stuff. I feel like I'm getting most of it. Oh, I gotta get some. That's a great challenge video. Just do a recap of 40K in as little time as possible. Make somebody mad. It's like, you forgot about this detail, or what about this? What about ISFAN 5? What about this? What about that? So many ways to piss off the base. Ooh, that's fun. Oh, you know what? Headhunter, I haven't listened to those bands you sent over yet, but I did just Google Japanese rap from the last time you mentioned it, and there are some real bangers out there. I haven't. I'll have to look up their name again, but I was like, wow, this is powerful. I could get behind listening to this. I'm going to clean that up. Oh, that's too much. The annoying thing is when you mess up the paint, you have to try to do this little thingamajig where you wet it down and then dry it off before it has a chance to cover. I need some new brushes. One of these days. God, these brushes are... Alright, switching to the brushes. I got a new brush. I literally had it here. Well, darn. Oh, here it is. Holiday themed content? Well, funny you should say that. I actually have, I think I showed you, I have one of the red gobo commemorative minis that I need to build and paint. Where is it? Here it is. So I really wanted to do like a full diorama, but I just don't know if I'll have the time for Christmas, but we'll see. A Necron, you'd be surprised at how accurate that is, considering not Orican, but the other guy from the Infinite who just loves to collect everything. He would have a gift exchange with the Red Gobo. Actually, I do have that miniature. I want to think about that. I'm going to think about that one. That could be fun. Trizen. Oh my god. Thank you. I am I am, you know, did a lot of traveling this weekend, did a lot of driving. I am a little tired, and honestly, I had one beer already because I was just feeling a little stressed out. I was doing a lot of driving around. It's like I gotta chill out a little bit, take a little bit of a mellowing, and honestly, feeling a lot better now that I'm just sitting here and painting. Because with all the running around happening, sometimes it just takes a moment to tune things out and just get some painting in. And I know I feel some of my most relaxed when I'm painting. And yeah, sure, here I am talking on a video stream, but you know, I'm already kind of, I usually mutter to myself anyways while I'm painting, usually like shit, fuck, usually whenever I make a mistake, but this is all good. This is still all pretty close. How are you doing timing? Okay, good. Oh, I messed that up. Fudge. Okay, that's okay. Fix it. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. It's not the worst thing in the world. I can fix that. Okay, not driving while stressed. Let's get that one straight there, AK. Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely a hobby. I think though that there's a part of me that, you know, have always, so for me, like I always done video work when I was in high school. I mean, just when I say work, I mean like I'd always make videos. I'd like make compilation reels, trailers for the football team. You know, like oh, it's time for homecoming, and would always be like something I was really passionate about. And honestly, the older I got, it was just like harder to find things that I enjoyed doing, and I realized that unless I was getting paid for it, it just didn't really excite me. And I think that when I started doing these painting and realized that I could also use it as an outlet for making videos again, I realized, oh wow, this is something that gets back to what I've always loved and wanted about working in the film industry in the first place. And I just like being able to, you know, explore some of that old art that I've done before. So it's not even just the painting. It's also like being able to make some entertaining video that people like, or finding out how to talk on camera, and, you know, just kind of have my own little therapy session online, sharing my thoughts and still making some cool things and having good conversation. That's not looking bad. I think he might be pretty okay for now. She might be pretty okay for now, my bad. But we'll come back to her again shortly. Let's go to this guy. See if I can find him in the... So what I would love to be able to do is get rid of, like, paint in all the black trim. Paint all the black trim. Excuse me. And then move on to metallics. I don't know if I'll have time for all that today, but we're going to see what I can do. Do 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 do. With a reference. Oh, I don't usually paint them with a reference. I usually go with my own color scheme, but part of the challenge is that we're painting them as the official color scheme. So I'm just going with that. And, you know, like, it kind of, like, takes some of the decision-making out of my painting, because then it allows me to just, like, okay, this is this color, I paint with this. Because sometimes I have a hard time thinking about things like color theory, what I should make it look like. And this way, at least I know how it's supposed to end up, so I can just keep working that way. And yeah, Headhunter, I think I found a good outlet. This is something that I really enjoyed when I was a kid. And I'm pretty stoked, you know, be able to have time and a little bit of money to do this now. The name of the squad, it's the Khador. I think I spelled it correctly in the stream. They are the Khador, but they only have like 5. Wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 miniatures in their squad, so they're not like that big, which is kind of cool. I don't know if there's a specific name for like what the squad technically comprises of, but I'll probably have to look that up too. Oh man, not unless I want my wife to kill me. I have a lot of pile of shame I need to work my way through, and you know, I'm not even ashamed of it. It's just like, oh, I just have a lot of things to work on, and I think these are all good ideas, but I just have to get back to it. Like I have a what the fuck is it? The hell is it? It's one of the new knights, not the Knight Lancer, but it's the one that has the Gatling gun and sword. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get this, gonna make this. I'm gonna be able to do it in 24 hours. It'd be so cool. And it's been sitting on my shelf for a year now, and I think I have a problem with finishing projects. So I think that's another thing that's been nice about the videos, is it kind of makes me held a little more accountable. Granted, there's already some things I need to revisit and go back to. Let's see. Oh, hey, Heaven. How you doing tonight? Good seeing you. If you guys don't mind, if you can leave me a like, upvote, whatever it is on the video, it gets shared with more folks and maybe more people will join if you feel so inclined. You know, I have a few friends who have some cool music. One of my buddies, he actually does like fantasy metal rock. It's pretty good stuff, but he actually has on Spotify too. So even though I have his personal permission, YouTube flags my content whenever I use it. So I have to be extra careful whenever if I ever want to use his music. Though I'd really love to be able to play, because it's just cool. It's cool metal. It's neat. Oh yeah, Evan, how's your spearhead coming? You were working on, or like the plant people. I know I'm messing it up, but the plant people, you know what I'm talking about. We gotta get a game of Spearhead going. I also need to finish my Soul Blights. That's another project I've been sitting on for a while now. I was trying to do a 24-hour painting challenge for myself, and I failed spectacularly. Dang. You got it. You figured out what they were. Awesome. Sick. How the heck? That's black too? Oh my goodness. I'm a little dubious about whether I should keep using this black. I mean, I don't mind the black. It's just like the consistency is a little too thin down for what I'm trying to do, which I think is a good thing to be aware of. You know, like it's harder to find certain edges. Not bad. It flows nicely. It's easy to fix up, but it is maybe I go back to my Viejo black again. Nothing wrong with that. I think that's what I'll do. Everything's gotta get a nice, good shake. Okay. Hold on. So, I didn't prime it in red. Basically, AK, what I did was I did something called a Zenithal highlight, where I start it black, and then I prime it from above with a white, and then I go over it with an ink. And what that does is it creates a gradient, so that way it looks like it creates the illusion that sun is hitting it from the above, where it's much brighter. And as you look underneath, there's more defined shadows. So you have like this bright on top, shadows on the bottom, and eventually when you put in all the details, so this is an example of what I did with a Zenithal highlight, and then so I basically airbrushed this all orange, and then I filled in all the details to give it a little more texture, but it just makes the armor all the more striking. So I'm trying to do the same effect with this with these armors, but it does take a little bit of time. I have to be extra careful, and I do have to go over and fix any mistakes, and then add any extra highlights and edge highlighting too. Ooh, dropping in lore. You know, I guess that's another thing I got to if I start doing this, is I do need to actually know the lore. Alright, so we're going to add some Viejo Game Color Black, which I think is a great black. I mean, I think Pro Krill's great, but I think for the detail work I'm doing, it's just not a great fit. Still, I'm going to add a little bit more water into this. All right, let's get that going. But yeah, it all kind of builds up over time. It just is a long process. You know, I don't know. You know, it would make sense for there to be some sort of vehicles in this game, but I don't know if there are any vehicle rules for. Oh my god, that's so much better. If there are vehicle rules for Warmachine, I mean, maybe there are. I just haven't looked it up. We'll have to ask Cory, or I guess I can also look up the rules. That's the one thing that's kind of cool about the rules, is they're all pretty much free online. You can read them for free. You can learn them for free. There's like a list building tool that is not free, but it makes it a bit easier to get the most up-to-date rules, so you're not, you know, reading FAQs, you know, trying to track down what is the most up-to-date information, because let's be honest, that is like my least favorite thing when it comes to Warhammer 40k, is just the changing rules. You never know if oh, like chasing the meta is really hard. I never really understood that until I start trying to catch up. It's like I go to learn some of the games, like, oh, that was FAQ. This changed now. This is this thing. This is what this means. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. But you know, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate competitive list, trying to get better and playing the meta, but it just seems so stressful. That being said, I might have to get into it if I do some kill team. So TBD on that. Okay, I feel a little bit better about this paint for some reason. Again, it just is flowing better on this kind of surface. Because, you know, having a very liquidy paint can be very helpful. I mean, it does take a little bit more time to paint, but like it just really keeps the details there and just makes it easier to paint. But the problem is that we have such a vibrant color with the ink that it is hard to cover up properly. And so I'm realizing this now, and that's why it's such a so much more of a thing. And so like I think I still stand by Pro Acryl. I think they're great, but I think that that is a very good thing to know when painting. You know, I think that different paints do different things, and there's never going to be a perfect paint, but you just got to find what works for you. The conquest of mudline people explains your aggressive expansion. Ooh, okay. Good to know. Oh man, I'm an expansionist. Oh boy, good to know. I shall take on the persona during gameplay. It does almost like the charcoal black definitely does look charcoaly, if I'm being honest. So I guess there's that, but I don't know if we want charcoal. I think we want like, it's gotta be some sort of like striking metal, but that's what we'll fix with the edge highlighting. That day, I'm not looking forward to that day. Edge highlighting, that's gonna be a whole day. That might be my weekend. So there's a chance that I may not stream more of the painting of this until we get closer. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It'll be an atypical schedule. If I do it, I may just do it just for the sake of like, hey, somebody keep me accountable. But I will still keep trying to stream every Monday now. We'll see. You know, that might shift depending on viewers, when people are free, what makes sense. But for now, I'm going to aim for Mondays and see what happens. Okay, so, that's right. Gotta get the thing. Gotta get his little dress thing. Is that also? Also, dotting all the bolts in the armor is going to be a thing. It's totally going to be a thing. And that's okay. It's only going to be a thing that's going to be okay. That's going to be absolutely fine. Just want to check something real quick. Cool. Later, AK. See you later. It's like always the little bit between the armors. There we go. Alright, that's feeling better. And that is... Oh, that's a tricky, because like there's a little like, what it is like there's a little black rim, but it's not the whole thing. Ugh, I don't like how the shield is here, but we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that later. Okay, now we gotta go in for the face. Oh, I appreciate that, Hunter. I'll try to announce it each time too, so you'll see it. I always appreciate the consistency and support. Okay. Oh, I gotta get that fudge. Oh boy. going on here? Oh boy. Gonna get these little crevices. Luckily that's gonna be metal. Metallic paint, so I'm not too worried about those shells, but still it's annoying to have to go through that. And then technically there's a little bit in here too, if I can get that. Nope. Nope. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. What's with the mistake? Okay, that's something. Okay, because I'll have to go for a smaller brush inevitably, but we'll figure out some of the bigger details, then we'll go in closer. Okay, and then there is his head. Okay. I mean, there is merit to that. I usually try to do a pre-assembly with something like with shields because you know, shields and masks and guns, it's easier to get into everything. But inevitably, doing a zenithal highlight is harder if you do a sub-assembly, and also, you know, the merit of, hey, maybe there's something you paint that you don't necessarily see, so maybe you don't need to stress about it so much, you know, when you're starting to paint it. But you know, I mean, actually, it's funny. The first time I did these, the bazooka fell off, but now it's gonna be a lot easier to paint this person's face. So I'm pretty stoked about that one. Okay, let's see. Okay, back to the painting. Not bad. Like gonna hit. Oh yeah, that gets hit a little bit. This is gonna be a little tricky. That's not bad. I just gotta brace all my body to get it. All right, we're getting there. It's something. That's something. Gonna get the edges a little bit more. Okay, that's not looking too bad. It's true. It's tricky. I've been able to put. Sometimes I've gotten really lucky with finding the right way to highlight it, but it's really tricky, and I'm running a bit of a risk for that. But I'm hoping again I can do something to make the effect look intentional. I bail. Okay. Oh, God. Abort! 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 Yeah, speaking of mistakes. Oh, boy. This is almost got it. Pretty much. It's really, you know, again, it's all a process, and even if a mistake happens, I feel like there's a way to make it work. I'm gonna hold out hope. I'm gonna hold out hope. But we would like to try and keep it magnificent if we can. But we'll see what happens. Uh-oh, surface is too wet. I'm just gonna let this dry. I just gotta stop being impatient. I just gotta let it do its thing. Okay, that's annoying. That's annoying. Okay, well, we're gonna come back to this guy. We got a good start. We got a good start on him so far. Okay. I want to go back to our big boy. You know, he gets me excited. He's what kind of inspires the army around him. Let's do it. Okay. See if I can do this right. Is that right? Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. And I'll be honest, I think I started airbrushing relatively sooner than I should have. Like I got like an airbrush when I started getting back to the hobby about a year ago, and I got an airbrush probably 5 months into it, which, you know, is okay, but I just really wanted something to prime with initially because I thought, you know, I live in the city. It can be hard to go out with a spray can and spray outside your apartment building. It's just like, it doesn't quite work that well. And I was able to figure out like that little air cabin you saw last time where I can just prime indoors and not have to worry and just do that all year round. Oh yeah, but you know, like, I don't know. I kind of encourage folks to like do that because I know that like it may seem like, oh, you haven't mastered your basics yet, but you know, I think there is something, at least from what I've been gathering from a lot of folks on the internet too, is that some people really do feel a bit isolated even within the hobby, whether it's from playing, whether it's like not being any near other places where you can meet people to paint and game with. So you know, maybe some people are just trying to figure out how to engage with those members of the community. And it can be tricky because it is a really exciting thing to get into. But I know for me, I sometimes have a hard time going to events and being consistent. You know, I have a fear of, you know, letting people down. If like I become unavailable, it's just like it's a weird thing. It's a hard thing to describe. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm definitely a ways away as well. I actually made a video almost a year ago where people criticized how I shouldn't be making any videos telling people how to paint when I'm not good at painting. And again, there's merit to that, but also like for me, like I kind of do better with painting when I have to explain it and kind of like understand it better through that process. Just helps me. Anything else should be black on this? I think this is pretty good actually. And I think the rest is metal. Okay, so we'll you know, I kind of want to throw down metal on this guy. I'm getting excited for it. I'm going to do that. I want to throw down some metal. The question is, how bright metallic or not do I go with? I'm going to... I'm a little worried I'm running out of polished silver, so I don't quite want to do that. But maybe... Where would I put you? I'm just nervous. You know, there might be enough in here. Okay, we're gonna try some silver. And let's give it a go. Hoping for the best. Oh no. You know what happens when you got a clogged nozzle. Whoa, okay, that was a big mess. Well, at least looking at this version, it looks like it's metallic. And the thing is, I want to start with the brighter because I'm going to dull it down with Nuln Oil or something like that. So starting a little bit brighter is not the worst idea. There it is. Okay, let's try that. Nope, that is still clogged. Oh my god. Okay, nobody panic. Nobody panic. It's okay. I'm a professional. Okay, let's see if I can do this right this time. Gotta get my tools. Where's my paper clips? Okay. Yeah. I have them too, but I just want to be careful I don't... Okay. Hole has been made. Hands are metallic-y painty. I'm going to just do a quick little clean up here. Okay, now we put this back on. Okay, and let's... There we go. All right, we're gonna hope for the best. This silver has definitely seen better days, but we're going to give it a go. Where did I put the... Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, we're going to dull this down like crazy. Heck, I almost kind of want to use an oil wash on this, really take it to the next level. I know, dude, I'm so out of the loop. I think that would help with some of my appeal too if I actually like caught up on some of the news, but I wouldn't see where I was going if it was 5 feet in front of me. Okay, cool. Look at that. Though that being said, I did see some of the Eldar. The new Eldar miniatures are looking pretty slick. They are looking very slick, and I am excited for all the players who are finally getting an upgrade to their armies. I know they've been waiting for a while. Live reaction content? Oh, man. We'll see. I don't know if people would be as excited to see me react. Like, oh my god, there's this thing. Yo, it's cool. I mean, like, hey, don't get me wrong, it's very cool. I just don't know if my reactions are good enough. I could definitely try it sometime, though, see whether people are for it. But I appreciate the encouragements and ideas for sure. All right, that metal is looking okay. That's looking pretty fire. I think once we add some more, like dull that down, add some of the shading, it's gonna look pretty sick. Okay. And then there's a little bit of surgery happening here. I think I'm just gonna make this a different type of metal, but that's okay. Awesome. Maybe I'll try it. We'll see. I have to wait to see. Maybe I'll do. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do a live reaction to secret level. Maybe that's what I'll do. All right. That's not a bad idea. Also, it seems like a easy way to make some easy content too. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's the ticket. Okay, probably not. Maybe I could make it like, I don't know. Maybe I could do like a clip or something. Yeah, I don't want to lose. I'm getting closer. I was able to just become a YouTube partner, but I haven't hit the hours for the full revenue sharing yet. And so I would like to avoid losing out on that. Okay, let's see if I can do this without messing up the red. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Oh, God. So close. Got greedy. I got so greedy. Problem is, too, with metal is that... Oh, fuck. Fudge, 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 fudge. Don't want to... I think my second cousin's going to start watching my content. He's very young. I don't want him to see this. And oh, God, this is bad. This is bad. This is so bad. Oh, I made such a mistake. That's okay, though. As Bob Ross said, you know, when you make a mistake, you just, you know, write it down and erase it. I don't know if that's exactly what he said, but I'm going to go with that. Nice little dry brush. I have had a bit of a fire lit underneath my butt because Cory sent me a picture of his progress on his Signar, and they're looking pretty good. So the issue, so you can so the thing is, if I thin it down, it spreads it out a little more, and I've actually been able to erase most of it. The problem is metallic is harder because of the little metal shavings in it. The problem with these translucent paints is that, like, it's actually, if I have less to worry about covering up, the better. Like, because it is metal here, the red ink might be able to cover that easier, but I just need there to be less of it so it becomes less noticeable down the line. And if it's spread out, it's easier to cover up with the translucent ink as opposed to just letting one big spot be there, if that makes sense. Or at least that's just been my experience, but who knows, I could be wrong. Maybe I should experiment again sometime and see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's give this a go. I got terrible posture and I'm crossing my legs. Let's try this again. Uh-oh. Okay, you know what? I'm going down and dirty. No handle, just holding the miniature straight up. Oh boy. Chaos tonight. Absolute chaos. Okay, we're getting there. God, that's watered down. What is going on? All right, I might try your technique of just using the ink later, but what is going on? Is my silver messed up? I just like make it too wet. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, you know what? I did see some pictures of those. Those look pretty freaking sick. You know, I'm definitely getting tempted more and more towards the world of fantasy and away from 40K. I do think 40K miniatures just kind of fit more for my style. I've always been more of a sci-fi guy than I have been fantasy, but I gotta say, I'm digging. I'm starting to come around. I'm starting to dig deep and understand, have an appreciation for fantasy. Okay, yeah. Okay, I did see a few more of the releases. Though everyone does seem pretty upset that none of the Krieg have any of their signature shovels, which is quite unfortunate. Everyone is very disappointed by that. Which I get. I can understand that. Everyone was really into the trench warfare looking Kriegs. Oh, have you actually been hearing anything about this thing called a Trench Crusade? It looks kind of cool. Like it looks like, oh god, it like honestly it reminds me a lot of like Fear and Hunger as well, with the art style and just like the kind of nightmare fuel it's going for, and like this torturous, cruel world. It's sick. Like it's just the designs look really neat. The painter, they got really good painters to do some of the designs. I know Rogue Hobbies just did a video, but I haven't had a chance to watch it just yet. Shovel meme core. It's true. Okay, I was feeling like I needed to do batch painting, but honestly, I'm having a lot of fun just cranking out the metal on this guy. The black is just kind of a little bit annoying, but things really start to kind of pop a little bit more once we add the metallics. Oh, it's definitely edgy. There's one model I saw which was like looked like some sort of robot with like what looked like a dead dog. I didn't like that. I did not like that. That was a little like, oh, I didn't like that. But I do like the idea of scary eldritch horror. And also like that it's like, oh, you can download the miniatures and play it. You don't have to you can buy the STLs, you can use that instead. Like I do like that. That's kind of like a nice little touch that can keep the game a little bit cheaper and allow people to make their own things. You know, we're talking. A friend of mine was bringing up Gaslands earlier on the chat. You know. Do 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 do. You know, I'm starting to feel this. I was feeling a little stressed. I had to do some running around today, but you know what? I'm feeling this right now. This is putting me right into the right headspace. For a moment, like as I'm sitting here painting, I'm chatting, I'm just like listening to music, and I just, yeah, forgot about my stress. It's really nice. Sometimes it can be hard to forget that you can have these little moments of stress-free, and it just comes out of nowhere, and you're like, oh yeah, why can't I feel like this all the time? And I wish we could, but we can't. And that's okay. What I'm going to do though is, what I will do is try to be better at reminding myself and get better at getting into that rest and relaxation mode, because you can't be existing stressed out all the time. Oh boy, okay, we're getting there. Yeah, this is gonna require some cleanup. I'm also considering whether I want to give these guys a shiny look by going with a metal varnish, so that issue might be cleaned up. Oh yeah, sake and headaches. I mean, we're not going to go too crazy. I mean, it's just the two of us. We're going to probably probably going to do like he's getting off like working on a music video shoot, so he's super exhausted. But it was his birthday. We were going to do something initially, then he got a job, had to do it, make some money. Can't blame him. So I'm sure we won't do too late. I'm old. Oh my god, he's turning 27? 28? I gotta ask him again. I, however, am turning 34 in February, and yeah, I am not a big fan of staying out too late. I like getting good night's sleep, and I cannot do that if I'm out drinking. But sometimes it's good to celebrate and do late nights. Okay, yeah, this is definitely thinned out. You know, I'm starting to wonder if, like, one of the issues I had was with the ink, because I'm realizing I like the vibrancy, but I'm realizing how much harder it is. The paint, just the acrylics over the ink is behaving a little bit weird, and I'm curious if that is a thing. I'm going to do a test later to try and figure it out. I mean, I'll look it up too. This will be another good little analysis of the process. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the good stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oof, I wish. That'd be fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun. This little drink sesh. I do that. I mean, we still gotta paint our spearheads. We'll see how long that takes. We might need a couple drinks to get that going too. In an ideal world, I would find a way to finish painting. My Khador by the weekend. Paint with another friend of mine, or edit the full video of this together, because I think I got a lot of thoughts. I got things to talk about with this, you know, that I think would be entertaining if people weren't watching me with every brush stroke. But I still think there's some nuggets of wisdoms, thoughts, fun things to be said. There we go. That's good. That's nice. Oh my god, that sounds like a lot of fun. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, that might have to do that. I might have to do that. Oh man, wait, what? Where did it? Oh, metallic shavings. What are you doing to me? Okay, that's okay. It's okay. We're gonna fix this. We are gonna fix this. There's gotta be some metal in here, anyways. Let's just go in and see what I can do. Okay, I'm gonna try adding some more silver. Give it a little more of a shake. That's fair. Don't want to drink too much and say the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. Let's try this out. Okay. Okay, let's see if this will help me or hurt me now. God, that's rough. I think I can give... Yeah, it turns out my paint was just becoming super saturated with too much water. But now I think I got a better consistency now. It's interesting, like the Vallejo stuff is really... Some of it can be really good where you don't necessarily need to thin it down, but you still gotta know what you're working with. Maybe I'm lucky. If I lose the painting competition, maybe I can still win in the game. Maybe that's my end, you know? Make him think that I have poor strategy because I didn't paint as good as I should have or could have. I think I built paint these pretty good. But then just stomp him to the floor. Sorry, Cory, if you're still listening. All right, now we're getting places. We're getting places. It's weird because a lot of the miniature is in shadow in the picture, so it's like really hard to know, like, okay, well, what is it supposed to be? Oh, that's fine. That's black. I can cover that up. Just eating up all of my concentration. That's a good thing. I don't even know if you can clearly see what I'm trying to do here, but... Well, you know, honestly, I might, after this, there's a few things. One is for Christmas, I did want to do that, I did want to do the red gobo miniature, but I also want to finish my, my Soul Blight Gravelord Spearhead, because I've been painting that for a while now. I've been liking what I've been doing with it, but I hit a bit of a snag. I started doing it, and then my dog passed away, and we kind of got, while we were away for a wedding, and then like we got thrown for a loop. It was just kind of hard to, you know, do anything at all. So then I kind of took a back seat, then I did some other things, but I need to go back and do that because I think they're turning out really good. I just haven't had time to focus on it. Actually, let me show you a little sneak peek. Thanks, Headhunter. I appreciate that. It was hard, but he was sick for a while, and we were expecting it. We weren't expecting him to last as long as he did. Okay, so for my this is like one of the skeletons I was working on. So like there's 20 of these guys. You know, pretty happy with how those guys are turning out. But then I also have these Vardgeists, which I'm really happy with. These kind of like end up being like kind of a happy accident for what ended up happening and how they turned out. To the effect with one coat paint and like just built up the layers. It was it turned out better than I thought it would. It kind of gives a little bit of like a horror vibe to it, fantasy vibe, which is what I was looking for. And then I have my Blood Knights, which I'm still working on, but basically trying to give them a bronze look that matches the skeletons, while the knights themselves are just all red. I did this with an airbrush, so I still stayed with the Zenithal. But once I fill in, you know, the main of the horrors, create some more details and separation, I think it's going to come together really well. But this I'm very excited before. I just got sidetracked and just have to get the energy back for it. I think 'cause I've already filmed a lot of the process, I was like, I just need to jump back into it. Oh, thanks, G. Gavin. How you doing tonight? I've heard good things about Curse City. I honestly almost picked it up because I was like, oh, that looks like another cool box set to get. But I don't know. I think if I want to get more box sets, I want to make sure that I have people I can play them with, just because I get more things and there's less motivation. Oh, I'm not painting with you in frame. There you go. Okay, we're getting some progress here. Now, figuring out how his back's going to be. That's going to be the next tricky part of this. I've also been hearing good things about Lair of the Beast, which is like that Battle Royale game from 40K, and you get like a Kroot, you get a Man of Iron, you get, I think, an Eldar. You get some cool things, and like a freaking metal-looking monster. And it has like 5 minis, and it's like $35. It's got a full set of rules. It looks cool, and it's like only like a Barnes & Noble's exclusive. It's like $35. I should probably pick that up. I've been meaning to. I thought it'd be like a fun little thing to build and collect. Someone showed me those miniatures, and I was like, that is awesome looking. That is just really cool. I know, you're right. You're absolutely right. What the heck is that? Oh, is there a... Interesting. I'm just realizing there is... Interesting. The miniature, the reference image I see is a little slightly different. Like there's actually, it's missing a little bolt here. There's a bolt that's in the reference image that is not in the yeah, there, yeah, that's interesting. That's really interesting that like it's slightly different, but not too much. Let's do some above. I mean, yeah, Lair of the Beast could be fun. I mean, you're right, having just cool miniatures behind you. The problem is I don't have a good place to display them. It's been a lot of smaller pieces. I have some Imperial Knights, but I keep them stored away. But with my new presenter setup, where I just basically shoot towards my desk while I face out to it, monitor facing out, it's like what I have in my newest video. That seemed to be a good setup. And I might continue to do that for as long as I'm still in this apartment. Okay, now, okay, this is getting me excited. Now that, like, you know, some more of the details are coming out, there's just something about that gets a little bit more invigorating about this whole process. Yeah, craziness. Yeah. Prices be cray cray. I think this is starting to get watered down again. What is going on? Ooh, yeah. Luckily, I have most of my purchases already complete, so I'm hoping things will remain. I don't need to buy anything new for a while, and I have some friends who I might be able to get discounts from, you know, because they have ties to game store companies, and we exchange favors, so I might be able to get away with getting a few things cheaper, but yeah, any big purchases I think I need to, that I really want or know I'm going to do, I should probably do sooner than later. Alright, there we go. Let's get this. It's coming alive. Yeah, baby. Any other fun projects? Oh, man. Well, I just got a lot of work coming up. I think I can't remember what it says, but I took some part-time work at a podcast studio. So I'm taking some more responsibilities there. It's not as much as my other commercial work that I'd usually do, but it's work usually gets slow during the winter anyway, so it's nice to have something to fall back on for a few extra bucks. But it's I actually got a few commercials I'm working on the next couple of weeks, so that's really nice. I am breaking down some scripts for a feature film that I might be working on. Still figuring out my schedule, whether that makes sense or not, but that's another thing that might be happening. And just painting and doing more of these videos. I really want to learn this game that a game designer sent me. It looks really cool. I think I mentioned the card game. Yes, I haven't learned all the rules yet, and I want to make a video about it, but I really want to give it the time it deserves to give my thoughts. But that comes out next year, so I feel a little less pressure on time, but I do want to give it time. Is that right? Okay, so I think that's metal. Okay, so then this... Okay, let's try that. Please don't be... Oh, dude. What did the Hawktua podcast do? Oh, no. What did the Hawktua podcast do? Don't tell me you listen to the Hawktua podcast. There's a whole bunch of music. Where'd the rest of my music go? I had some great tunes. There we go. Yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, what's the other podcast? You're besides Hawktua? The plastic and Jugs the podcast. Man, sounds like a fun time. Oh, this is tricky. I think, though, I can fix this up. Even if I get a little too much silver around, I can always edge highlight with a different color, and I think that might save me. That's the hope. I am not a neat person. I am not a neat person. Okay. First one is Maniac and Ninja, and second one is the Former. Oh, that's cool. I might check those out. I need a good podcast list. I was listening to Poor Hammer for a while, but I don't know. Just it wasn't quite as... It's fun to put on the background, but it doesn't feel... I don't know how to put it. I mean, it's a lot of opinions. I guess most of podcasts are opinions anyways, but it just didn't quite... I don't know. Just I could take it or leave it. Some episodes I'm not interested in listening to. Sometimes they do a listing of what's the best spearhead and do a list of that, and then I'll listen just to hear where mine fall, and that's about it. But I'll definitely take some Warhammer podcast recommendations. Need something good to listen to in the background as well. Okay. All coming together slowly but surely. Ooh, okay, so just a heads up, I only have about 10 minutes left in the stream because I have to go meet my buddy old pal Jake for his birthday sake drinks. So I'm gonna tidy up some of the things I have here, but I'm gonna try to avoid doing another, so I can get some of this. Yeah, I get that in there. Well, this is good. I was really hoping to get some of the metal down on this guy, and it probably will be a little different than the official artwork. I might miss something here that might be a slightly different color, but you know what? I think this is okay. I think it's gonna look good. I feel okay. I will stand by my decisions. Fair enough. I mean, that's still pretty entertaining too. I mean, that is pretty exciting. The Golden Demon, the creme de la creme of painting competitions. I think my buddy Cory over at Lazy Sunday is also doing a trying to do a painting competition at PAX. That's happening in Philadelphia, and I was gonna go, but then I got more work, and I was like, okay, well, MOB needs to make the dollars, unfortunately. Though I would have liked to have gone. But, you know, probably would not have been the most financially appropriate decision. I'd recommend Trapped Under Plastic over Jokes. All right, good to know. I'll definitely be sure to check those out. And I also gotta go check out the chat again and look up those Japanese rappers. I need a good, you know what? I need a good tune to like take me out tonight. So maybe that's what. Oh god damn it! Darn it! I wasn't paying attention. I need a good tune to take me out tonight. So maybe I will. It's very loud. Oh, man. It's getting there. It's definitely getting there. It needs it's gonna need some cleaning up. But what I really want to do too is I'm gonna add a glowing effect eventually, where I'm gonna paint this white, go over with a white airbrush here, and then it's going to create like a little power glowing effect. And I might, we'll see, I might try and do some other places too. I think ideally here, but I don't know if I can get the kind of coverage I want. Well, we'll keep playing. We'll see what happens. All right, I'm also going to need to get the oh shit. Crap, I said crap. I didn't swear, YouTube. I did not swear. I do not swear on this channel. Never. Perish the thought. My goodness. The workspace continues to be a work in progress. Alright, slowly but surely. Oh no! Uh-oh. It's not good. I didn't realize my battery died. Luckily, I wasn't recording. So let me just get the new battery popped in. Stand by. Coming in hot. Cool. We're back. We back. I feel like this needs a dash of silver. Yeah, I'll definitely check those out. You know, we'll see. I might take all the dull work I did and just like enamel wash it. Screw it. Just like add that detail in and then bring back the highlights again from there. I don't know. We'll see. It might be a choice. It will be a very interesting choice if I do that, but could be cool. Oh God, do I do that? Is that insane? But then like the glowing effects are gonna look really powerful. Oh, my Headhunter, why you gotta tempt me? Why do you gotta like tempt me with possibly bad ideas? I'm just kidding. It's probably gonna be great. But like definitely like tempted by that idea of aging this down a bit more, because you know what, that's the thing, like I'm having trouble getting this neat as I would like, and so maybe what I do is just do like an oil wash and really just do it. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, that's gonna be scary. It's gonna be a scary thing to try, but add some AK streak and grime on here. Oh my goodness, I'm scared. I'm very scared. That I might have to do on stream. I mean, it takes 15 minutes. But maybe what I'll do is I'll do like the setup off camera and then do the reveal as I erase it, and then we can see all the horrors of it working or not working. Probably not working. Just gotta properly varnish everything and do it that way, but it's not bad. There's a thought me too that like there's some other metallic pieces like slightly goldish to add later on that maybe I could do, and then I can add more of these edge highlights. Like, oh. I did, but I might be changing my mind for the better or for the worse. I don't know. Oh no, I'm thinking. I mean, just like because there's so much like this that's going to be tricky to clean up later on, but the streak and grime could really do wonders. All right, last bit of silver for tonight. Just trying to see if I can add on to this without making too much of a mess. All right, there we go. All right, hey guys, I think I'm going to call it a night, but thank you so much for coming by. Headhunter, thank you again so much for your loyalty, for staying tuned, and yeah, we'll see tomorrow night. I have a premiere I'm going to, so I probably will not be able to stream, but if anything changes, I'll announce it. Thanks again for coming by, everyone, and hey, have a great night. Be kind to yourselves, and if I don't see you till after Thanksgiving, if you celebrate, then have a great Thanksgiving, or whatever you do, however you celebrate, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys next time.